Press the bell icon on YouTube and don't miss another update.
I started hairstyling. I knew few friends kind of were commenting, "अरे देख हजाम बनने जा रहा है, अरे देख ये बाल काटेगा अभी." So it was quite odd, but I never felt it because the excitement of being in the city, experiencing the AC room, and studying, and then look where it got me. I mean, I never would have thought I would reach here. It's just passion, pure passion. When you fall in love with something, you just dedicate yourself to it, and then it's a journey. You just keep doing, and rest follows. I believe in that. I have grown up in a small town, Bhusawal, where my mom was a beautician, and when I studied after 12th as a small town kid, I always wanted to study in a city. So that's like paise waise nahi hai, so I can't send you to the city. But then they saw I was not really happy being there in Bhusawal, so they asked me, why don't you do hairstyling? And that's why it started. But since they suggested, I came to Pune, and I think within 10 days I just fell in love with hair. I had no connection in film industry. I was in Pune studying hairstyling, and my friend was working here, and he called me and said that I'm working with this cool new boss, and it's really cool place, and I'm styling for Sanjay Dutt. That kind of got me intrigued, filmmaking, because as a small town, I don't know how films are made. So I said, can I come and watch? He's like, yeah, please come. So I came, I saw the set. His boss had few words with me, and then that's how I got picked up to style hair. And luckily through him, I was assisting him, and I started styling for Salman Khan. I spent 6 years almost with them, and to understand, what this world is. And after that, for 4 years, I had, when I left Salman, I had to again learn many different aspects of how this whole wholesome works, because it's not just cutting hair. I should thank Bansali sir, because I worked with him on Savarya. That was life-changing for me. I did Guzarish as well for Aditya Roy Kapoor, and that's where I met Ranveer for the first time, because he asked, Ranveer, just try this boy, he's really good. And that's where we clicked, the magic happened, and then it's just a journey after that. But that was a game changer. I show solidarity with his films, whatever films he does. So when he went bald for Bajirao, I went bald just to give him confidence that it's fine to go bald, as a mainstream actor. And then later on he started Khilji, and I started growing my beard, but I didn't stop. Working on films is like you have to be a part of it. Even if I'm not in front of camera, I have to know what is the actor performing, being in alignment with it, knowing your character that he's playing, the mood that is there on that day. So you have to make sure you do the correct styling of that day, and then manage it maybe after a month or 2 months, where you have to just pick up that scene from. So say he's, for example, doing action. Now there is a hairstyle probably that I do normally when he's sitting in a restaurant. So it's completely two different scenario. So understanding how it plays, knowing the products that you're going to put, understanding where we're shooting, is it a controlled environment, are we shooting live locations? So there are many factors that you have to consider in the morning, and then use your products, and then give you that relatable style. And as a hairstylist and a barber, you always have a dream to have your own place. But I just didn't want to open something that just is cutting hair. It has to mean again. When I did my research in barbering, I went quite deep into it, and I realized that barbering has been there for thousands of years. It's just that the new age is caught up with the different names. But barbering is the core of it. And when I did a lot of research in it, and that's when I realized I want to be a barber. There are magical things about barbering and the craftsmanship that goes in, and there is so much culture involved regionally, like Indian barbers, British barbers, Turkish barbers. you really have to pick out your products according to seasons. When you are talking about winters, your skin kind of tends to get a little dry. So is your hair is affected with it. So you have to make sure that you pick up correct products. So what we do is we plan, like as soon as we hit the rainy season in India, I start letting them grow their hair, ask them to grow their hair. So by the time it's winters, they have kind of mid-length hair. So you have a different style for at least 2-3 months before you hit the summers. Summers is mostly, it gets quite hectic in India, you know. Some places when it's like too hot and people ask me, is it okay to shampoo it twice? It's completely fine, but understand that when you shampoo it twice, your scalp gets a little dry. Then they ask me, should we oil? Of course you should oil your scalp. Morning you shampoo and then you out whole day and then you're working and you come back with a lot of sweat and dirt. Then you shampoo again. Then you need to compensate that double shampoo with some basic oil, whichever you want. There are many things that are in India that's available. It's not just coconut, how it's taking off everywhere in the world, but we have so many varieties of oil. Whatever suits you, just pick it up and regularly oil your hair. Even if not every day, you can do it twice or thrice a week. It goes for both boys and girls. For beard, again, the same thing happens. You have to oil your skin inside because your skin tends to get dry, so it's itchy. That is the time when you should use little beard oil only on your skin, not for the hair. People come, they aspire, you know. In India, film actors and entertainment is quite big, and people want to associate with the actors. I talk to them and I try to find their own personality. We need to know, at least I know what you want, but then it's up to me, it's my responsibility to guide them because they've come to me with a hope.